Yo, yo. Oh, now think about it. Damn. Well, either way, it doesn't even matter. Yeah. Salute. Salute. What the fuck? Why the hell does not work? That's some weird shit. There you go. I'm about to say, what the hell? Yo, salute to everybody that's in here, man. We just getting started, man. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm wait for more people to come in so we could chop this shit up. Cause really, bro, ain't even that much people online. Oh wait, hold on. Damn, I said the wrong shit. You know I gotta drop the links for everybody, man. Go out here and send it out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long I'm gonna be live for. But for a little while, I guess. I'm just bored, man. I ain't gonna lie. I wanna talk boxing. Jerison, what's up, man? How you doing, brother? What's going on, man? What's going on? Shout out to everybody. Salute to everybody, man. Shout out to all the haters. Shout out to all the real boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. If y'all want to join the panel, man, be my guest. Be my guest. Come through, come through. Talking that boxing. Let's go. Peter Varnarks, Bruce Gas. Salute, salute. Evening, evening. Yeah, man. Yeah, basically this whole title, man. The reason why I made this fucking title, Drunk Irishman, salute. The reason why I made this title, to me, bro, the four kings of this era are very overrated. And I realized something last night. The real elite fighters out of the cream of the crop of these young guys that everyone hypes up, Keyshawn Davis and Shakur Stevenson are the best. And I'll throw Bam Rodriguez and Benavidez in there too. I'll throw them in that conversation as well. But if we're talking strictly like four kings, Tio, Haney, Ryan Garcia, and Tank Davis, to me, they're all overrated. You know what I'm saying? They've all been beaten, in my opinion. And like they shown limitations in the ring. Out of those guys, I think out of the four kings, Devin Haney's probably the best. He's accomplished the most. He has a very good resume, but he's limited as well. And we seen him lost. I know they erased the Ryan loss off his record, but at the end of the day, that shit still happened. It's on the internet. You can't take it off the internet. Like this dude literally tried to fucking sue him for battery and try to get the zone to erase the fucking highlights off the internet. But that's never gonna happen. Once it's on the internet, it's stuck on the internet. So Devin Haney is bitch made to me. Like, he ain't got it. He ain't got it. He went out like a champion though. I will say that. He kept fighting. He kept getting back up. I'll give him that. He has heart. Devin Haney has a lot of heart. That's one thing I can't take away from him. But he's not as great as people say. He's just smoke and mirrors. He gets in there with the right guy, he will lose. But I think Shakur Stevenson and Keyshawn Davis are definitely the best young fighters in the sport. And like I said, Bam Rodriguez and Benavidez, because they're all basically the same era, damn near. Well, they are actually, yeah, they are. But Shakur and Benavidez been around a bit longer, and actually Bam as well. Bam as well. But yeah, that was a you guys know that I picked Shakur to win this fight. You guys know this already. It's not too much for me to explain. You know what I'm saying? Tiafimo is just limited as fuck. He's just a counterpuncher. People keep making excuses for Tio in and out. I hate that shit. Everyone says, "Oh, Tio rises to the occasion." When it's a big fight, does he really? No, he doesn't. It's just a style matchup. If a guy's coming at him, he looks great. He's a counterpuncher. That's what he's supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? He's waiting for you to throw and he counters. That's his whole game. But a guy like Shakur that won't allow that, that is a master boxer that has a great jab and likes to counterpunch just as good as him, even better, because he's an elite counterpuncher. Tio's a fucking decent counterpuncher. You know what I'm saying? Like you see those things, you see these things in the ring, like bro, Tiafimo, bro, has looked trash in so many fights. And people make excuses saying that, oh, he's not motivated. No, bro, fuck that, bro. You should try to look good every time in and out. Yeah, it's boxing, bro. You're not gonna look great every fucking fight. Even some of the all-time greats has had lackluster, boring performances. You know what I'm saying? It happens, bro. A fighter's never really 100% in the ring. There's always some injuries or some knickknacks or some shit like that, or something going on with them mentally. But the ones that separate the others, bro, are the ones that fight through that shit and still come out on top, still find ways to win, even if they don't look great. You know what I'm saying? And that's what Shakur has done. People talk about that De Los Santos fight. Yeah, De Los Santos has power. You know what I'm saying? Apparently Shakur was injured in that fight too, but I don't want to say that because I feel like people are gonna say it's excuses, but it is what it is. He said, "Shout out to Zayas." Xander Zayas is a decent fighter. I'm not that high on Xander Zayas though, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah. Let me talk about this Shakur shit some more though before I get on Xander's eyes. We'll talk about Xander's eyes in a little bit, But yeah. Shakur did what I expected. Some people was so shocked and surprised. Like, if you seen To fight fucking what's the name? If you seen him fight Sandro Martin and Jermaine Ortiz and Nakatani and also Cambosis, the blueprint was right there for fucking Shakur to dominate him the way he did. It was right there. It was right there, bro. It was all the proof was in the pudding, and people was giving TL attributes that he doesn't have. He's not a pressure fighter, bro. That's not what he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at William Zepeda. William Zepeda is a pressure fighter through and through. He's not a counter puncher. He's not a boxer puncher. He's not an outside fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's not a pure boxer. That's not what he is. He's a pressure fighter. He's a Mexican fighter. You know what I'm saying? He's solely trying to cut the ring off and get to you and throw 1,000 punches. Most of the shots he throws, he starts off going to the body. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a true pressure fighter and he has a lot of output. People said that, oh, Shakur sat in the pocket, this and that, and people were saying Shakur made the fight harder than what it was supposed to be. I don't think so, man. I think Williams Zepeda made him fight. Williams Zepeda made him do that. Williams Zepeda put Shakur on the ropes. He forced Shakur to, slip shots and catch shots and parry shots and use the shoulder roll and throw that pull counter. You know what I'm saying? He forced Shakur to do that. He forced Shakur to fight the way he did in that fight. And that's how you beat Shakur. You gotta make him fight. You can't just sit in the ring and try to box with him or try to go counter for counter with him because he's gonna pick you apart. And that's what T.O. did, and that's what T.O. is. T.O. is a fucking counterpuncher, man. That's what he is. That's what he's always will be, and that's what he's been his whole fucking career. A fucking counterpuncher. He's not a pressure fighter. You got two counterpunchers in the ring. Someone's got to take the lead, and you guys know it's not gonna be Shakur. Shakur's the pure boxer. He's the guy that's going to sit on the back foot and wait. He's going to anticipate something coming. And he's defensive first, so he's not going to fucking throw 1,000 shots. You know what I'm saying? He has very low output, but he's fast. He's very fast, Shakur. You know what I'm saying? He has very fast reflexes as well, so it's hard to hit him, bro. And he's always in position to not get hit. Look at him at the end of the fight. Bro, he had no scratches on him. He barely got touched, bro. He barely got touched. Tio ain't do shit. Tio got tattooed. That dude's look at his face, look at his eyes. Look at the huge cut he had on his face. Shakur was picking him apart, tattooing fucking Tio, man. It was easy work. Easy fucking work. That Shakur jab is insane. Yeah, Shakur has a very good jab, but that's something he's always had his whole career. That's how he wins a lot of his fights. He has a very good straight left hand as well. You know what I'm saying? He can fight in the inside. A lot of people dismiss that Shakur can fight in the inside. Yeah, he's not a fucking chocolatito on the inside. Hell no, he's not. But he's a very good inside fighter. Very good inside fighter. You know what I'm saying? He gets dirty in the inside, you know? He can rough you up in the inside. And he learned that from Andre Ward, his predecessor. Shakur is gonna be hard to beat, man. No one at 140 beats him. I don't think no one at 147 beats him. You know what I'm saying? The only guy I think that would give Shakur problems is Keyshawn Davis, but we'll probably never see that fight because they're brothers. But I think at some point they might be forced to fight because the fans are gonna get tired of the shit. These guys are just gonna keep winning, and then at some point the fans are gonna be like, "Why the fuck is there not? Why are they not fighting? Why don't Keyshawn and Shakur fight?" You know what I'm saying? Like, if Turkey offers lucrative amount of money, 100 M's to fight for having them to fight each other, some shit like that, I think they'll do it then. I think they'll do it then. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, why not? Why not? You know, and we Boston fans, we want to see a good fight because there's no one that's really challenging Shakur to be real. You know what I'm saying? People say Tank Davis, but Tank Davis will get washed, bro. Let's be real. Let's be real. And I think more and more people are starting to realize it. But then again, there's a lot of tank nut huggers, and people always go back to that De Los Santos fight, talking about his power. And Tank's got real power, so Shakur's gonna be scared. Yeah, yeah. He was Peter. Shakur was walking. He was walking To down. And I know some people like, oh yeah, but you said To's a counterpuncher. He waits for guys to come at him. See, with that situation, it was different though. Shakur was controlling To with the jab. So To was scared to throw. He was scared because something was coming back. If he throws something, Shakur's gonna slip and he's just gonna pop that jab. He's gonna slip, pull counter, slip, body shot. You know what I'm saying? So To was fucking scared, man. He was scared to throw. That's why Shakur was controlling him like that. That's why Shakur had him on the back foot, and To was just confused, man. That jab was in his face. Anytime he threw something, he threw a straight right hand. He threw his jab. Shakur's jab is coming right back. You know, and people say, "Oh, Shakur got pillow hands." Yeah, he's not a hard puncher, but he has sneaky power. Why you think To wasn't so reckless? Why you think To wasn't throwing 1,000 shots? Well, one, he doesn't even do that anyway. He doesn't have a super high output. He's not a Zapata. But why do you think To didn't want to open up so much? Because them fast, sharp counters was coming at him. That's why. To had no answer, son. Kept running into the jab all night. Absolutely. That's all that was happening. That's all that was happening. Does Shakur stay at 140 or move up to 147? I don't know, man. I can't tell you. I can't tell you, drunk Irishman. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, I think Shakur should stay at 140 and go for undisputed because he'll probably have a better chance of making those fights down there. But I don't think Shakur cares about undisputed to be real because I've heard him say it. I heard him say that undisputed doesn't really matter. You know what I'm saying? I've heard him say that before, which is crazy to me. But this is a different era of boxing. It's all about money and shit like that nowadays. So, you know, these guys don't even care about the accomplishments anymore. You know what I'm saying? He's a four division champion, man. People gotta give him his respect now, bro. I understand he's not the most exciting fighter. I agree. He's not. He's not gonna give you a Arturo Gotti, Mickey Ward type of fight. He's just not. But he's a boxing pugilist, he's a boxing purist, bro. He understands the sport. He's gonna be hard to beat. Let's keep it real. Shakur is gonna be very hard to beat. And another guy I think that's gonna be very hard to beat is Keyshawn Davis. I think people need to put respect on him too. I understand people got upset because he came in overweight against De Los Santos and his brother got beat by Nair Albright and they had that scuffle in the back of the fucking they had that scuffle in the back room or whatever, in the locker room or whatever. Keyshawn Davis, bro, he's had some mental lapses. Damn. He said he was drinking and he said he was smoking weed and shit. Well, actually, no, he did get caught for weed. He got suspended for 90 days. He's had some mental lapses, but if he can focus and stay focused, bro, he's gonna be hard to beat. I can't lie. And Keyshawn Davis, he reminds me of Crawford, man. That like I see a lot of Crawford in that guy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not mentality wise. Crawford has a better mentality. You know what I'm saying? And Crawford ain't do no drugs or no shit like that. Crawford's absolutely clean, drug wise. Like I'm talking like weed and all that shit. That's what I'm talking about. But like if we're talking like skill set, bro, Keyshawn Davis' skill set is very high, and he's versatile too. Keyshawn Davis can make the fight boring. He can fight like Devin Haney. He can fight like Shakur Stevenson. He can sit there and just jab you all night and move around the ring. He can also knock you the fuck out. He can also fight from mid range. He can also fight in the inside. You know what I'm saying? So he's a big, strong kid. He's got power in both hands. He's very accurate. He's very fast. He's good defensively. He knows how to cut the ring. When he gets a guy hurt, he knows how to finish them. He's a very good finisher. Keyshawn Davis is going to be very hard to beat two guys. These guys are the real elite fighters in boxing. These guys are the ones you guys need to look at. Not fucking Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis and Tiafimo and fucking Devin Haney. Them guys, bro, like, they're good, but they're not that good. Like, Devin Haney's so overrated to me. First off, Lomachenko beat him, in my opinion. Ryan Garcia beat him. He got the loss erased. Yeah, he beat Brian Norman, but Brian Norman ain't good. You know what I'm saying? He don't know how to cut the ring off and shit. He don't know how to pressure fight. You know what I'm saying? That fight was an easy call for me too. I knew that fight was gonna be a wash as well. You know, um, you know, um, his dad's a terrible trainer. You know what I'm saying? So but Devin Haney, bro, he's limited, bro. He's limited. All he knows is how to box on the back foot. You know what I'm saying? He's got a good jab. He has a 1-2. He has a straight right hand. But other than that, what else does he have? He's got a good left hook. He's got a good left hook. I ain't gonna lie. I'll say that too, because he hurt Norman with the left hook. Yeah, he's got a good left hook too. He likes to leap in with the left hook like how Floyd used to do. But even still though, like, bro, he doesn't have that much variety of punches. He doesn't have a great uppercut. His fucking like overhands and looping shots are fucking terrible. They just look awkward as fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he just his punch placement is kind of weird, bro. Devin Haney, like, if he was to like actually place his punches properly and learn the technique a little bit more, he can get some more power on his shots. You know what I'm saying? So but he's so limited, bro. He can't fight in the inside whatsoever. That's why he clinches all the time, because he's not a good inside fighter. You seen him versus George Kambosos, it was a lot of clinching. Him and Kambosos are terrible inside fighters. That's how you know guys can't fight in the inside, when they fucking clinch a lot. When they clinch a lot, bro, that's how you know they can't fight in the inside. He said Shushu look good too. Yeah, Shushu Carrington's good, but I got to see more from Shushu. I don't know how good he really is. I want to see him fight Espinoza. That's who I want to see him fight. He did knock out that Castro guy. You know what I'm saying? And what's the name? Fulton got dropped by that guy. Fulton got dropped by that fighter. You know what I'm saying? So, but Shushu got hurt too. Now he got clipped. He got clipped. He got buzzed up a bit. But it was that one African fighter too. He looked terrible against that African fighter too, guys. Shushu Carrington. I don't remember that guy's name. I remember people saying he lost that fight too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know though. I want to see Shushu fight Espinoza. That's what I want to see. I think he'll beat these other guys. I think he'll beat Nick Ball. He'll probably beat Angelo Leo, because these guys are come forward super aggressive. He can box on the back foot. He's got some power, so he can hurt these guys. They're smaller than him as well. Like fucking Angelo Leo's a fucking bantamweight, bro, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And Nick Ball's a small guy, but he's big. He's big. He said 150. Are you gonna watch Zuffa boxing card? Nah, I don't care for it, brother. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care for that Zuffa card. I'm gonna only watch the Zuffa cards like if it's a big fight. You know what I'm saying? Zuffa's just starting out. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna be a lot of big fights right now. You know, there was this their second card, so they're not gonna have that much crazy fights. They got Jai Opataya coming up though on that card. I'm gonna watch that. I'll watch that. But this today's card, nah, I'm not watching it. I didn't even know it was a card today. I didn't even know that. He said I've had Barrios over Garcia. I'm still kind of skeptical on that fight, Peter. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Barrios can really win, but then again, I feel like Ryan Garcia might win this fight. But you can't put trust in neither guy. Neither guy is really anything great. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's an interesting fight. And Xander Zayas became unified champion as well yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Xander Zayas is good, but how good is he really? I don't think he'll beat Virgil Ortiz. I don't think he'll beat Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be real with y'all. Now that he's the unified champion, he's just gonna fight mandatories for a while. I don't expect him to unify again. Like I don't expect him to get in there with Josh Kelly or or Boots Ennis or fucking what's the name Virgil Ortiz. I think he's just gonna fucking fight mandatories for a little while, bro. Cause he's so fucking young. He's still green to me in my opinion too. He's never really got tested like that. You know what I'm saying? Like he had a tough fight yesterday. You know, he definitely had to bite down a bit. But what about the elite fighters like Ortiz and Boot Sanis? You know what I'm saying? What about guys like them? How would he fight Josh Kelly? How would that fight go? Yeah, Josh Kelly's not an elite fighter, by the way. I'm not saying that. I don't like Josh Kelly. I fucking hate his style, bro. Josh Kelly's fucking boring, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate his style, bro. I remember when I first came onto the YTBC, man, dudes was hyping him up like crazy, bro. And now he won the championship title. Damn, bro, you're not gonna hear the end of this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like he got beat by Evan Nesian. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like I don't know, man. That dude's nothing special. But that fight, Xander Zayas versus Kelly, that would be boring as hell, bro. That's a boring ass fight. That's a super boring fight. Both guys like to box. Xander Zayas, he can apply pressure, but he's not a great pressure fighter. He likes to box too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just gonna be a boring ass boxing match, man. I don't like that fight, Xander Zayas and Josh Kelly. I don't like that fight. You know what I'm saying? Josh Kelly should fight Ortiz or some shit. That would be a better fight. You know what I'm saying? Because Ortiz is gonna come at him. He's gonna cut the ring off. He's gonna throw that jab. He's gonna throw body shots. Fucking Ortiz would stop Josh Kelly, bro. One of them dudes, man, Ortiz, Boots, one of them need to get at Josh Kelly for real. And to me, Josh Kelly, he didn't even win the 11th and 12th round. He didn't take it from the champion, bro. He didn't. He said, "What are your thoughts on T.O. keeping his dad as his head trainer? Terrible, terrible decision. T.O.'s father is a terrible trainer. Absolutely terrible. The dude went in the corner and said, 'Where's your power at, bro?' Like, what the fuck, bro? You're not even teaching him how to cut the ring off. You're not teaching him how to slip the jab. You're not teaching him how to throw feints, throw body shots. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not teaching him anything. You're not teaching him nothing. You're just watching your son get tattooed up 12-0 damn near. T.O. probably won one round, but he barely even won the round he won. What, the eighth round? But man, fuck that shit. I'm not even going to give him that round. That was a sympathy round. He really got 12-0. He got washed, bro. T.O. got fucking washed. And his dad don't know shit about boxing, man. Get the fuck out the corner, T.O. Senior. You're a fucking drunk fucker, man. He don't know shit about boxing. He's just a drunk piece of shit watching his son get his ass whooped. I fucking hate T.O. Senior. He's a fucking goofy, bro. Get him off the fucking, get him out of there, T.O. I understand that's your father, man, but damn, bro. He said, "Do I think Ryo's not a bum? Ryo Valenzuela's not a bum. Ryo Valenzuela knocked out fucking Tio in sparring, bro. You know what I'm saying? He knocked his ass out too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Xander's food for the big boys. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Xander Zayas is food. Xander Zayas is food. You know what I'm saying? I want to see Xander Zayas fight a legit puncher like Ortiz. What about Bakram? Will Xander Zayas beat Bakram? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if he will. You know what I'm saying? Bochuk versus Butaya might be fight of the year candidate. Butaya's fighting at 154. That's what's going on. When's the last time Butaya even fought? What the fuck? That's crazy. That's an interesting fight, low key. I don't know. I'll probably lean towards Bochuk though. Butaya got no defense, man. He got no defense. Bochuk's not a great defensive fighter either, but he's got a good high guard though. That's on this card. Oh wow. Oh, that's on the Zuffa card. Oh shit. Okay, then hold on, man. I might have to check that out then. Shit, you might have caught my attention. Yeah, yeah. Vosnik's on this card. Who the fuck is Vosnik fighting? Who is he fighting? Who is Vosnik fighting? He's fighting some random, huh? That's crazy. He's still fighting, man. He's so old, man. God damn. He says Xander is green. That's true. Yes, yes, I think so. I think so. What happened later? He broke his hand. Who are you talking about? Josh Kelly broke his hand? Bro, my homie and former Golden Boy fighter got Devin ready for a fight early in his career and told us Haney didn't know how to punch good enough to break his hand. Oh, he's fighting Liam's cousin nephew. Good fights tonight. He fights Hot Rod, man. Oh, he's fighting Kalajic. He's fighting Kalajic. Isn't he fighting Hot Rod? Yo, oh, he's fighting Kalajic. Yeah, he's fighting Kalajic. Okay, yeah, yeah. That's not a bad fight, actually, bro. Damn, I actually kind of like that. I'll probably lean towards Wozniak though. He's got more skills. He's got more skills. But Kalajic's a tricky fighter. Tricky fighter. He's a tricky fighter. Yeah, Hot Rod. Yeah, I forgot his nickname was Hot Rod. I just know him by his last name. I forgot his nickname is Hot Rod. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna check that out, man. Back to work for me, fellas. Have a good one. All right, Carl. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Absolutely appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, appreciate y'all for telling me who's on this card. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna actually watch it, so yeah, man. Another thing too, bro. I want people to stop hating on Zuffa boxing, man. Like, why hate on it? Why hate on it? Y'all hating it because y'all don't like fucking Dana White and y'all don't like the USC. See, I'm a USC fan. I love boxing and USC equally. I watch both of them religiously. I just love combat sports. You know what I'm saying? But Dana White, give him some time, man. And Turkey as well. They just made this shit. It's gonna get better and better and better. There's gonna be more fights and stuff like that. Now I hope they don't make another belt. I hope Zuffa don't make a fucking belt. That's what I hope because there's too much belts in boxing. That's the only thing I don't want to happen. But if it happens, it happens. I can't. I don't call the shots. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a boxing fan anyway. Ryo is fighting a young Mexican bull who only defeat came to world champion Raymond Mortaya. Who is that guy he's fighting? Who is that guy Ryo's fighting? Who is this guy? Raymond Mortaya. Who is Mortaya gonna fight next? He said he wants Shakur and Tio Winner. Shakur will beat Raymond Mortaya though. He'll beat him. He'll beat him. He'll beat that guy. He says Xander's never beat Bakram. No. I know Xander never beat Bakram, Peter. I'm saying would Xander beat Bakram? Would he win against him? If they made a fight today or later down the line, would Xander Zayas beat Bakram? I'm not sure about that. I don't know. I don't know if he will. You know what I'm saying? Like, Xander can move around the ring, but he can't move like Josh Kelly. You know what I'm saying? But then again, Bakram is not the best at cutting the ring off. He's just a counter puncher as well. He likes to counter. You know what I'm saying? He likes to catch and shoot. He likes to parry shots and counter. And he's slow. He has slow feet and he has slow hands, but he's got power in both hands. So if he catches you clean, he can hurt you. I don't know. That's an interesting fight for Xander Zayas. I just want to see Xander Zayas fight some punchers, man. Get in there with Bakram. Get in there with fucking Get in there with fucking what's the name? Ortiz. Get in there with Boots Ennis. Get in there with Boachuk. Those guys are all punchers. Get in there with guys like them. I want to see what he's gonna do against guys like them. He said, "That's my Mirage." Shout out to Mirage. Have a good one, 150. Thanks for the Boston chat. All right, Peter. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. Reynoso was showing Tiafimo how to come forward, punch, and block, but Lopez Sr. was telling Tio to do the opposite. Yep. How many Veronica accounts are there, man? What the hell? Talking like he Teddy Atlas. Who's talking like Teddy Atlas? Who you guys talking about? Yeah, man. It's a lot of fights coming up. We'll see what happens, man. We'll see what happens. We'll see what's next. Do y'all want to see Shakur versus fucking Conor Ben? Do y'all want to see that fight? I'm gonna be real. I don't really care for that fight. I know why Shakur's doing it. It's a money fight and it's an easy style matchup. But I don't really want to see that fight though. I don't want to see that shit. That's why I'm saying imagine the accounts that are blocked, son. Eddie Reynoso had to tell Tio Sr. to stop contracting, and yesterday it showed what Tio not knowing what to do. What was Senior saying yesterday, bro? Where's your power with no instructions? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Exactly, bro. Yeah, salute to Remy. Salute to Remy. Remy's a regular. He always come on when I go live. Yeah, man. I mean, we'll see what happens, man. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's but I know for sure. I know one thing. It's gonna be very hard to beat Shakur and Keyshawn Davis, bro. And another thing too, I hear some people complaining about that stoppage with Keyshawn Davis. I like the stoppage. I like that the ref stopped the fight and with 10 seconds left in the 12th round because at the end of the day, that last bit half of the fight, fucking what's his face Ortiz, he was just in there to survive, bro. You know what I'm saying? He already got hurt severely bad by a body shot, and he was just running around the ring. He was already in there to survive. You know what I'm saying? So Keyshawn Davis was putting a beating on him. He didn't even lose a round, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? And he was just in there to survive Jermaine Ortiz. So you can't really get mad at the ref for stopping that. That was a good stoppage in my opinion. He was hurt bad. You know what I'm saying? So I love that stoppage. Refs need to stop the fight more. In those type of situations. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a guy's in there to survive and he's not throwing no punches and he's not doing shit, man, stop that shit, man. What the fuck? He's just showing that, okay, I don't need. He said Ortiz didn't acknowledge the ref. Exactly. Exactly. Ortiz didn't protest it. Ortiz wasn't mad. He wasn't, oh, you stopped the fucking fight. What the fuck? He didn't do none of that. He was hurt already. See, Jermaine Ortiz, bro, he's a good fighter, but he doesn't have the mental capacity to become a great fighter. You know what I'm saying? So he just don't have it, bro. He just don't have it. Like look when he fought Lomachenko. He gave Lomachenko hell in the first 4 rounds. He was winning them. He was bagging in rounds. He roughed up Loma. He boxed well in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But that second half of the fight, like it was just a mental lapse. Where was the focus? Lomachenko just got comfortable and he cruised to a decision those last 4 rounds. He won the last 4 rounds. He schooled Ortiz. Ortiz got tired. That was his first 12 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Look at him against Tio. He gave Tio a tough outing, but he didn't capitalize on shit. He barely threw punches. He didn't take it from the champion, and that's why he lost the fight. You know what I'm saying? That's why he lost the fight. If he threw some more, he could have beat Tiafimo. Ortiz would have beat Tiafimo. And we wouldn't even had this Shakur and fucking Tio fight. You know what I'm saying? So, but or Jermaine Ortiz, bro, he just don't got it, bro. He don't got it. Four Kings turned out trash. Absolutely technique. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Shakur and Keyshawn Davis are the real deal. Fuck the Four Kings. Those are the real elite fighters. These Four Kings are not elite fighters. They're not. They've all been beaten. They've all shown limitations. They've all been exposed. Ryan Garcia got beat by Rolly. He got beat by Tank. You know what I'm saying? He got dropped by Luke Campbell. He's looked lackluster too many times. He struggled with Oscar Duarte. He did knock him out, but he struggled with him. Devin Haney lost to Loma, in my opinion. No matter how people slice it and dice it. Old Lomachenko, featherweight, smaller than him, struggled with him, went life and death with him. Um, as good as David Haney is, he should have washed Lomachenko. He should have washed him. You know what I'm saying? He got beat by Ryan. People make excuses saying that, oh, Ryan Garcia came in overweight and Ryan Garcia was on drugs. Dude, all these fighters are on something. All these fighters are on something at the highest level. At the elite level, all these fighters are on something. They have to be, bro. They have to be. Some of the shit these guys do is just not human. You know what I'm saying? So at the highest level, bro, all these guys are on something, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to hear that. And then with the weight shit, Devin Haney outweighed most of the opponents he's been in the ring with. He outweighed a lot of guys, bro. He outweighed fucking Loma. He outweighed Linares. He outweighed Jojo Diaz. You know what I'm saying? He outweighed Regis Prograis. You know what I'm saying? Why you guys think he had two fights at fucking 140? Because he was struggling to make the weight. He couldn't make the weight no more. He was killing himself to make the weight. He was killing himself to make 135. He's coming in the ring, rehydrating to 165. So we're gonna say Ryan weight bullied him, but Haney didn't weight bully those other guys? Come on, man. Yes, the only difference you can argue is that Ryan purposely missed weight. Yes, he did. He purposely missed weight. That is very true. And people do have a point with that. Because Devin Haney made weight. He made weight every single time. He never missed weight, which is actually shocking as big as he is. But come on, bro. He's had the weight advantage over everybody. So I don't want to hear that. Except for Ryan and it probably except for what's the name? Brian Norman. Brian Norman was pretty big too. But Haney was big in that fight as well. Haney's a big dude, man. Haney could probably fight 154. He's a big guy, bro. He said, I have a feeling Ryan's about to KO Mario. We'll see. I've seen some people saying Haney can give Shakur a challenge. LOL. Nah, man. Hell nah, man. Shakur will beat Haney. And that's what people are saying too. Like, if it's a technical boxing match, Shakur wins all day. Shakur is a better boxer. He has more um he has more things in his game. You know what I'm saying? He can fight in the inside better. He has a better jab. He has a better one too. He has better combinations, better defense. We never seen Shakur get dropped, beat, battered like how Haney did. We never seen that. You can't even hit Shakur clean. We haven't seen too many guys hit him clean. The only guy that really hit him clean was Zapata. Devin Haney ain't doing that shit, man. He's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? And both guys like to counterpunch. Both guys like to sit on the back foot. So who's gonna come forward at that fight? You know what I'm saying? If Devin Haney comes forward, he's gonna get picked apart because he's not a pressure fighter. He don't know how to apply pressure. Shakur's gonna smoke him on the back foot. So I think Shakur will be Haney, man. I know people are saying, "Oh yeah, Haney will give him some trouble." Nah, hell nah, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. It will be a technical fight. It'll be a technical fight. It will be a technical fight, but Devin Haney will be bigger at 147 though. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, he is bigger. He is bigger. He is bigger, but Shakur's got more skills. A fighter that has more skills can probably fight at higher weights. Look at Crawford. Crawford has all the skills. That's why he beat Canelo. You know what I'm saying? Because he has skills. Shakur moved up. He beat Tio. He has skills. Lomachenko moved up from featherweight all the way to lightweight. He has skills. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, Benavides will move up and he'll beat Zerto. He has skills. The skill set carries these guys to higher weight classes. You know what I'm saying? So if you got skills, you can fight at a higher weight class. Look at Chocolatito. Chocolatito had to move up so many weight classes because he dominated so many guys, bro. You know what I'm saying? And he, you know, he has the skill set to move up and fight at higher weight classes. Not every fighter can do this. You know what I'm saying? So sparring videos don't really mean much. Haney was easily getting hit. Shakur. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I seen that sparring match, Remy. I seen that fight. I seen that sparring match. Yeah, Shakur got the better of him in that sparring too. He did. He did. Devin Haney was coming forward in that sparring. He was. I don't know. It's an interesting fight. I mean, I think it'll be close. Yeah, he said, I think Shakur would aid for him at least. Haney has no real advantage other than a bit more reach. Exactly. Exactly. Bit more reach and some weight. That's all he's got. That's all he's got. Yeah, that's all he's got. Like I said, y'all, I really think the only guy that would challenge Shakur is Keyshawn Davis, but they'll never fight, which is very unfortunate. They need to fight. Them two need to fight. That's the fight I want to see. Is those two. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully one day Turkey can say, "Hey man, you motherfuckers fight, man. I'll throw you 100 million right now if you fucking fight. Fight each other." Hopefully that happens one day, cause that's what I want to see. Yeah, I could see Shakur beating him. Yeah. Shakur humiliated Tio. Absolutely, absolutely. I knew that was gonna happen. Kid Arton, Kid. Oh, I said Kid Arton. Kid Austin Spark Shakur. Nah, hell nah, man. Kid Austin Duck Shakur. Kid Austin and his fucking dad tried to say Shakur's team poisoned him and shit. Like, what the bro? Get the fuck out of here. If you ain't want to fight a guy, just say that, bro. That was then though. Today Shakur has improved more than Haney. Yes, Shakur has improved way more than Devin Haney. Shakur is already a four division champion with less fights. With less fights as well. He has less fights than Haney. Shakur don't even have 30 fights yet. Haney's got well over 30 now. You know what I'm saying? How many fights Haney got? He's 33 and 0? Or is he 32 and 0? Shakur's 25 and 0, man. You know what I'm saying? So he has less fights. And Shakur was in the Olympics as well. You know what I'm saying? He went through the Olympics in 2016. Haney didn't go to the Olympics. Haney fought in Mexico and went straight to the pros. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. Yeah, Shakur is definitely more impressive. Yeah, Devin Haney has undisputed, but he beat Cambosis for undisputed. Cambosis is ass, let's be real. Shakur should stay at 140 or move up for a super fight with Devin. I've been dodging on Shakur for ages, but he's impressed me his last two fights. Yeah. He's I always when I first seen Shakur fight, like back in the day, because I've been watching him for a long time, always knew he was good. What stand out to me the most is his speed, his reflexes, and his discipline. He's just too disciplined. Like you can't get him out his rhythm. You can't make him fight the way you want him to fight. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna fight his fight every single time. You know what I'm saying? So he's just disciplined. He just has that mindset to all right, bro. I'm gonna stay in the middle of the ring and I'm just gonna outbox you. You know, my only criticism about him is that he don't have no killing instinct though. You know, he's just worried about looking pretty and he's just worried about scoring points. He ain't got no killing instinct. He's not looking for no knockouts. He's not looking to hurt you or nothing like that. That's my only criticism about Shakur. Like, I wish Shakur last night stepped it on the gas against Tio. Because Tio was just running around on the back foot at the second half of the fight. He was confused. He was bloodied up. Shakur could have put more damage on him, bro. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted Shakur to put more damage on him. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't do that. He didn't do that, bro. He just looked to win on points. You know what I'm saying? Even Devin Haney. Devin Haney did the same shit with Brian Norman. Why didn't Devin Haney put more on Brian Norman? You already heard him. You already got him hurt. The guy don't have nothing for you. Why not take a little bit of a risk? These guys don't want to take no risk, man. They just defensive first. That's my problem with them guys. That's my only issue with them. You know what I'm saying? So they just don't want to take no risk, bro. Some people might say, "Oh, it's smart. It's smart." Yeah, it's smart. But from an entertaining standpoint, you want to see them take a risk a bit more. He said Keyshawn better than Shakur. I don't know. I don't know who's better. I don't know who's better, leader. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm gonna be real. People are gonna say Keyshawn's better because he's more aggressive. But I don't know. I don't know. I have to see them fight for me to say who's better. Whoever wins that fight, then I'll say who's better. Keyshawn Davis is more versatility in his game though, and he's got more power. I'll say that. Devin Haney 33 and 0, 15 knockouts. Yep, I was right. 33 and 0. I was right. Yeah. Devin has a mean streak. Reminds me of Crawford. Oh, you said Davis. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. My bad. I said Devin. Yeah, Keyshawn Davis does have a mean streak. Keyshawn Davis got a killer instinct, bro. Like when he gets guys hurt, bro, he just goes out there and he knows how to finish them. He knows how to finish the job, and that's what I like about him. He can fight in any range. Keyshawn Davis, bro, he could fight just like Shakur if he wanted to. He could just sit there and jab all night and move around the ring. But he doesn't have that type of temperament. He's going in there to kill you. If he hurts you, bro, he's going in there to knock you out. That's what I like about Keyshawn Davis. He can fight any range. He can fight outside. He can fight inside. He can fight mid range. He could do the same shit that Devin Haney and Shakur do. Put up boring performances and stuff like that. He could do that. He can do that. But he doesn't have that in him. He wants to hurt guys. He reminds me of Crawford. Exactly. He I see a lot of Crawford in Keyshawn Davis, man. I see a lot of Crawford in him. Yeah, but to answer your question, well, you didn't even answer the question. That's just your opinion, leader. For me, I don't know who's better. I just want to see them fight one day and then I'll know. But to say who's better than the other, I don't know. Accolades wise, Shakur's better, but he's been around longer and he has more fights. And that's why I like Davis more than Shakur. Yeah, 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 for sure. Style wise, that's why I like Davis more. But then again, Shakur is more disciplined than Davis. We've seen Davis have mental lapses. You know what I'm saying? Davis got suspended for smoking weed. He said that he was drinking in one of the camps. I forgot what camp it was, but he said he was drinking. It was the Branchik fight. He said he was drinking in the Branchik fight. He said he was drinking in camp and stuff like that. So, you know, the shit with his brother, when his brother lost to Nair Albright and his fucking brother and his team, they went and jumped the dude in the locker room. Shit like that. Like mentally, bro, he's not mentally strong like Shakur. That's my one criticism about him. He missed weight. Like he didn't even attempt to cut it. But then again, Shakur missed weight too against Conceição. He did miss weight as well. He did. He did. They both done that before. But I know Shakur, he's more disciplined than Keyshawn Davis. I'll say that. But if Keyshawn Davis is focused, bro, it's gonna be hard to beat, man. To me, what Keyshawn is doing is a lot harder. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But Keyshawn Davis is the only guy to stop Jermaine Ortiz. Ortiz was a big, tough 140 with good feet. It was going to be it was going to be tough to stop him, and he did it. Yeah, yeah, not for sure, not for sure, for sure. I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. But Shakur beat a better fighter. He beat a better fighter. Ortiz almost beat fucking Tio. You know what I'm saying? That was a close fight. That fight was like a draw or some shit. Nah, Shakur's better than Keyshawn, but Keyshawn has more power and better body shots. Yeah, right now I'll say Shakur's better. Right now I'll say Shakur's better. You know what I'm saying? Right now, but they just need to fight. They just need to fight to prove who's really the best. He said I had Ortiz beating Tio. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. People had Ortiz beating Tio. You know what I'm saying? People said that. I've heard a lot of people say that. I've heard a lot of people say that, bro. You know what I'm saying? What's your early predictions for Duarte versus Hitchens? I don't know. I really don't know about that fight, man. I feel like Duarte's gonna give Hitchens problems because Hitchens got no power. Will he be able to keep him off? I don't know. Um, I'll probably give Hitchens the win though. I'll probably lean more towards Hitchens, but Duarte's gonna give him a tough fight. Ortiz would be a tougher fight for Shakur than T.O. was, in my opinion. Uh, See, it depends how Ortiz choose to fight in that fight. If Ortiz fights on the back foot, it could be harder for Shakur because Shakur's gonna have to chase him, and he's not good at that. He's not a front foot fighter. He's not good at that. But if Ortiz fights rough and rugged, like how he fought Loma or how he fought Ordorno, Jason Ordorno, I think that's his first name. If he fights rough and rugged, Shakur will wash him. But I'm gonna be real, bro. I think Shakur will wash Ortiz. Ortiz ain't that good, bro. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like I said, he don't have the mental capacity to become a champion. He just don't got it, bro. I think Shakur will wash fucking Ortiz, bro. I'm gonna be real. Ortiz ain't good for real, man. He's not that good. Keyshawn might beat Shakur because he's bigger though. Yeah, yeah, and he's got power. He's got power in both hands, and he can cut the ring off. He can box. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think Shakur will wash Ortiz though, leader. I'm not gonna lie. I think he'll wash him, bro. Ortiz never impressed me. Never impressed me. Never. Robert Garcia, Boxing Academy, undefeated so far, 2026. Keyshawn fun to watch. Yeah, yeah, he is. He is. Keyshawn is fun to watch. He's way more fun to watch than Shakur. Yep. You love to see it. You love to see it. I would like Keyshawn a lot more if he wasn't so cringe. I'm gonna be real. A lot of these fighters are cringe, bro. These fighters just don't have what they had. It's not the same like it was back in the day. A lot of these fighters are cringe technique. The greatest. Keyshawn is exciting. Yes. Knockout. Knockout. Yup. Yup. Keyshawn Davis looked good, man. He looked very good. He looked very, very good. Very good performance. I was very happy to see that. People was hating on him, bro, because of that De Los Santos shit. You know, like yeah, that was a bitch move. You know, like jumping the guy's brother, jumping the guy because he beat your brother in the locker room. You know, it's not like it's a street fight. This is a boxing match. You guys get paid to do this. So you're gonna jump a guy because he lost the fight. So that's what we're gonna do every time a guy loses a fight. So if Keyshawn Davis was to lose a fight, will his brothers jump the winner? They probably would, which is fucking weak in my opinion. You know, but then again, people put too much stock into that. Like, why do people care about that shit so much? That doesn't dispute that he's a very good fighter, and he showed that against Jermaine Ortiz. You know, because a lot of people were saying this was gonna be a tough fight, and it wasn't. He came over there and just watched Ortiz, man. He watched him. He beat him easy, bro. He stopped him. He looked good. He won every round. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, bro. I mean, Keyshawn Davis is a problem, man. I want to see more of him. You know, if he called out Devin Haney, if he fights Devin Haney, he'll beat Devin Haney. I think Keyshawn Davis will beat Devin Haney, bro. I think he would. I think he would. Devin Haney don't have the defense to get away from his punches. You know. Some people say he's not ready for Haney. How? How? He's already fought at championship level. You know what I'm saying? He's shown. You know what I'm saying? That he's a problem. Keyshawn fights like he talks. I respect that Haney and Kerr talk big shit but get decisions. Devin will not take that risk. I don't think so either. Haney will stay far away from Keyshawn. Absolutely. I think so too. I think so too. I don't think he'll fight him. I don't think he'll fight him. Haney don't want that smoke. Haney don't want that. Haney don't want that. He don't want that. Haney's gonna try to fight Ryan Garcia rematch, or he might fight that Crocker, the IBF champion. He might fight him. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna fight an easier matchup. You know, Keyshawn said he wants to move it to 147, so we'll see what happens. If he doesn't move up, yeah, Lewis Crocker, yeah, Haney might try to fight that guy. Yeah, Haney will watch Crocker. Yeah, he will. He will. Lewis Crocker's not good. He's not good. He's just a fucking title holder. He's not. He's not. He's not a true champion. He's not a true champion. Um, Damn, what was I about to say, man? Fuck. I don't know. Fuck it. It doesn't matter now. I forgot, guys. Keyshawn tried telling us potheads he only smoked for sleep. LOL. We all end up toking up through the day several times. He won the belt with the robbery as well. Yeah, man. Yeah, he'll lose his title eventually. He'll lose that title eventually. That Crocker guy, man. You know. We'll see what happens though. Ryan Garcia versus Barrios. Is that next? What's the next big fight? That's the next big fight, right? Who's next? Who's fighting next? Wasn't Franklin and fucking Itama was supposed to fight? I think that got rescheduled. That got rescheduled, didn't it? It got rescheduled for February something, I think. Ortiz is like Danny Jacobs. He happy doing just enough to make a good impression. Danny Jacobs, nah, but Danny Jacobs is like way better than Ortiz though. He's way better. He's got way more skills. And Danny Jacobs never been stopped. Has he been stopped? I don't think he's ever been stopped. I don't think Danny Jacobs ever been stopped before, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't think he has. Oh no, I'm tripping. I'm tweaking. Yes, he got stopped. He got stopped by what's his name? Dmitry Pirog. Oh my god, how the fuck did I yo shit. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he got stopped by Pirog. I forgot about that. Yeah, Pirog fucking cooked him, man. Oh my god, that dude was a problem too, man. Damn, I wish he fought some more. He had back injuries though. Yeah, I'm tripping, bro. I'm tripping. I was thinking about Canelo and Triple G. They didn't stop him, but Pirog stopped him. I think Pirog would have beat Triple G, bro. I think Pirog would have beat Triple G. I think he would have. Think he would have beat him. He was supposed to fight Triple G. He was actually supposed to fight him, but he pulled out the fight with an injury. But Triple G was supposed to fight him. He said, "Nah, you don't think so, Technique?" I think the version that beat Danny Jacobs, Pirog, the Pirog that beat Danny Jacobs, he would beat Triple G, bro. I think he would have. I think he would have, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. That dude was too skilled, bro. He had power in both hands, very good reflexes, very good defense. He could fight from the outside. He can fight in the inside. He could pressure fight. Yeah, yeah. Triple G fought the Polish guy. Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah. Yeah, he did. But that he was supposed to fight Pirog though. He was. That fight was set. That fight was set, but Pirog had the back injury. That would have been a very good fight. I think Triple G would have beat him at that time because he was already having issues with the back and stuff like that. I think Triple G would have beat him at that time. But that would have been one of Triple G's best wins. at that time. If they did fight, probably would be his best win, to be honest. Well, actually, no, no, no. His best win's Canelo. He definitely beat Canelo. He beat Canelo that first fight, bro. He schooled Canelo that first fight. Like there's people still to this day saying Canelo won the first fight. How can you say that? Triple G beat him 8-4, 9-3 in my opinion, bro. He controlled him with the jab. Canelo couldn't get away from that jab. Canelo was sitting on the back foot the whole night, and he's not a back foot fighter. You know what I'm saying? So they need to move Itama to somebody that can take a punch. GGG won the first fight. GGG won that one. Yes, yes, he did. I agree, guys. Itama is fighting Franklin though. Franklin can take a punch though. Technique. Franklin he fought Joshua. Joshua didn't stop him. He's a tricky, crafty guy. That's a good that's a good opponent, to be honest. Yeah, he's not nothing special, but I would like to see that fight because that's a test for Itama. That's definitely his best opponent. But I'm not high on Itama like other guys are because he has to prove more to me. I don't want to jump on no bandwagons. I don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? There's so many guys that people hyped up and people don't talk about them no more. Like Josh Kelly, for example. They was hyping up Josh Kelly and he got beat by Evanesian. But Josh Kelly became champion again, so we're not again. He became champion for the first time. So we gotta give him some respect. I'll give him some respect. Even though I don't think he won the 12th and 11th round. Oh no, I didn't talk about Miller's hair. No, yo, that's crazy. He tried to lie and say something about his mom. Man, get out of here, bro. That dude got a fucking toupee on his head. He had a hair transplant or some shit. You can tell. You can see when the hair came out of his head. Some parts of his head had blood on it. It was bleeding. That he had a hair transplant, bro. That's why he still had hair on his hairline, bro. If y'all look at it, look at the hair when it starts flopping up, you can look inside of it. It's white. It's not real. It's not real hair. It's a hair transplant or some shit, or it's a toupee. He tried to say it was something with some shampoo or some bleach or some shit. Man, get out of here, bro. Why would you even lie about it? You already got embarrassed. The hair came out your fucking head while you was fighting. Why you gotta even lie about it? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know? That was funny, y'all. I've never seen that in boxing. In all my years of watching boxing, I've never seen that before. Never seen that. From the eye test, Itama looks way better than Richard Torres. Oh yeah, absolutely. Richard Torres ain't that good to me, bro. Yeah, I never liked Richard Torres. I never liked him. I don't like his style. He's too reckless. He been bald for years. Yeah, yeah, he's been bald for years. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, I don't like Richard Torres, bro. I don't like Richard Torres. Richard Torres struggled with that Italian too. That Guido, he struggled with that guy. That guy's not that good either, bro. Richard Torres ain't shit. He ain't shit. He just aggressive, super reckless. Don't have great defense. What fights you want to see? 150. What do I want to see? Keyshawn Davis versus Shakur. I want to see. I want to see. What's the name? I want to see Benavides versus Jo Pataya. I want to see that. Um, I want to see Bam versus Inoue. I want to see Inoue versus Espinoza. What else fights I want to see, y'all? I'm trying to think. I want to see Shakur versus Tank too, but I don't know if that'll ever happen. I want to see that. I feel like there's not many great super fights left, to be honest. Crawford's already out the ring. Usyk's on his way out. Yeah, Keyshawn versus Shakur not happening. Yeah, yeah, it's not happening. But that's a fight I'd love to see. Bivol versus Obitaya. That's an interesting fight too. I want to see. Oh, Bivol versus Benavides. I want to see that too. I want to see Bivol versus Benavides. I don't know. That's not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I'm not sure these fights will happen. You know, Shakur versus Tank, Bam versus Inoue. I'm not sure if these fights will happen, bro. I'm not sure. Hopefully they do though. Richard Torres already broke his hand early into his career. Says a lot. Yep, yep, yep. Damn, he already broke his hand already. Yeah, yep. He's gonna be viral, getting trolled for at least the rest of the month. Yeah, nah. That meme is gonna go on for years. Technique, I'm telling you, they're gonna troll him for the rest of his life about that shit. You know, people don't even know Miller, but people are gonna remember him just for that, and it's kind of unfortunate. It's kind of sad, bro, to be honest, but it is what it is. He's gonna be remembered for hair flying off his head. He's gonna be remembered for getting his hair punched off his head, bro. That's crazy, man. Damn, Miller. Damn, baby. Yo, that shit was crazy though, bro. What the fuck, bro? Boots gonna fight Kelly now. Yeah, yeah. I mean, why not? You know, easy pickings, in my opinion. But then again, that Chuka John gave Boots problems. So Boots is not the best at cutting off the ring. So he might not even stop Josh Kelly. He might be able to. I don't know. Boots is kind of big. But definitely Boots will win that fight. But he's gonna struggle a bit to get to Josh Kelly. Cause Boots isn't good at like walking guys down and applying pressure. He's not good at doing that. You know what I'm saying? That fight against Karen showed a lot. You know, the first one and the second one. So yeah, but Boots will beat Kelly though. Boots will beat Kelly. And what? Boots is still with the PBC, right? So yeah, he'll definitely take the IBF route. He'll definitely take that route. So he'll definitely try to fight Josh Kelly. Yeah, man. Shout out to Mirage. Yes, shout out to Mirage. Shout out to Mirage, man. Absolutely. Zayas is going to continue being protected. Yep, I said that, leader. I said the same thing. Zayas is definitely going to get protected. They're not going to put him in no big fights right now. Yeah, yeah, they're not gonna put him in no big fights. That's why I said my prediction is Xander Zayas is just gonna fight a bunch of random mandatories. That's what's gonna happen. He's not gonna unify. He's not gonna unify with Fundora. He's not gonna unify with what's the name? Josh Kelly. Yeah, he's the weakest champion. He is. Or it might be Barrios. It's either Barrios or Xander Zayas. Those are definitely the weakest champions. Those two are weak as fuck, man. They're weak as fuck, and they're ready to be beat. Yeah, those are the weakest champions, bro. He said, "Stop hating on Mexican boxing." Who's hating on Mexican boxing? Who's hating on Mexican boxing? Zayas not even Mexican. Zayas is Puerto Rican. And Barrios sucks. Let's be real. Barrios ain't good. He's not good. Let's be real here. So he said, "Tio don't punch hard." Nah, he doesn't. Barrios deserves more respect. Barrios lost to a fucking 100-year-old Pacquiao, man. Several promotional companies losing network contracts like Top Rank and Golden Boy. Yes, they are. You know why? You know why, Remy? You know why, Remy? It's because it's because boxing's not that big in the US no more. You know what I'm saying? Like people in the US aren't watching boxing like that. They're watching fucking NFL, they're watching fucking basketball, NBA. They're not watching fucking boxing no more. That's why they're losing all these fucking TV deals, bro. That's why. Yeah, Barrios lost to Abel Ramos. Exactly. 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 Barrios got knocked out by a fucking lightweight in Tank Davis. Yeah, Tank Davis drained him though. I will say that. Tank Davis put a clause on him. And what's it called too? He lost to old ass Keith Thurman. Barrios is trash, man. He's not that good. That's why I'm not respecting him. Whoever said I'm hating on Mexican boxing. Come on, man. I always talk about Morales and Barrera. I always talk about these guys. I always say that they're better than Canelo. And everyone says I'm crazy, but they are though. You know what I'm saying? Those are real Mexican fighters, not these fucking new age Mexican fighters. A lot of new age Mexican fighters are not even that good, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Navarrete versus Nunes. That's a good fight, y'all. That's a good fight too. I like that fight. I like that fight. I'll probably lean towards Navarrete though. But I like that fight. He said, "Don't call trash." He said, "Don't call boxers trash. You're better than that." Yeah, when I called him trash, bro, it's just. Oh, technique said Nunes. Yeah, it's a close fight. It's gonna be a war. That's gonna be a war. I like that fight a lot. Shout out to Manteca, the god. He said, "Don't call boxers trash." Yeah, man. Look. At least I'm not calling him a bum. You know what I'm saying? I'm not calling him a bum though. You know what I'm saying? Like when I say they're trash, I just mean they're not that good. That's just how I'm talking. I'm not trying to like shit on them or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, bro. Don't take it so personal, man. 150. Where's Shakur on your top 10 list? Hold on, give me a second. Alrighty. Well, I haven't updated my pound for pound list, but my pound for pound list is Usyk number one, Crawford two, Inoue three, Bivol four, Better Be five, Bam six, seven Shakur, eight Haney, nine Nakatani, and 10 Benavides. And honestly, I'm probably gonna put Nakatani below Benavides because he's not even that good. He's not even that good. But I haven't updated my list though, so that's not an updated list. You know what I'm saying? I'll definitely move Shakur up, and I gotta move Benavides up too. He's too low. I don't remember when I made that list though. I ain't gonna lie, that was a little bit ago. He said Shakur is number five right now. Oh wow, you got Shakur number five technique. Shakur number five. Yeah, Better Be hasn't fought in a while too. Now I think about it, I think I should move him down. He hasn't fought in a while. He's been injured. He said good list. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to do some rearranging. We'll talk about it next time too, bro. Like when I fix my list up again, I'll talk about it with y'all one day. Just not right now. That list is not updated, so I don't want nobody trying to criticize my list. It's not updated. It's not updated. <clears throat> 150. Can you please highlight my comments so people can see my beautiful face on the big screen? I'm back, y'all. I got a phone call. I'm sorry, but no, yeah. I'm not gonna do that, bro. I'm not gonna blow. I don't give a fuck about that shit, man. I'm gonna be real. Honestly, anyone who picked T.O.'s dumb as fuck. I don't want to say that, leader, because I know some credible people that picked T.O. But yeah, man, some people was tripping with that pick though. I ain't gonna lie. Like if you look at past fights of T.O., you should know Shakur was gonna beat him. You know what I'm saying? You should have known. If you looked at the Ortiz fight, Santa Martin, Nakatani, Cambosis, if you looked at these fights, bro, you should have known Shakur was gonna beat him. You know, he said, "Leader, I said Shakur will probably win, but I hope the boring cunt loses." That was my prediction. I thought Tia would at least fight like a man, not a coward. I think Bam is more of a complete fighter than Shakur. Is that crazy? No, no, no. I think Bam is a complete fighter. I think Bam is a complete fighter. Bam can fight on the back foot. Bam can fight coming forward. Look at Bam versus Sorungasai. He fought on the back foot in that fight. He catched him coming in. He was countering him. He was moving around the ring laterally. You know, people are gonna say that's running, but he wasn't running. And he stopped Sorungasai. Yeah, Sorungasai was old, but Bam showed that he can box and move. He showed that in that fight. You know, Tio got jabbed to death. Yeah, he did. He did. Yeah. But no, I don't think that's crazy to say. Bam is a complete fighter. I agree. He is. I got a hot take too, bro. I think Bam will beat anyway. I think Bam will beat anyway. Y'all remember I said this now. Y'all remember I said this now. If they ever fight, what's today? February 1st, 2026. 7:10, where I'm at. I'm saying Bam Rodriguez will beat anyway. I'm saying it right now. I know some people like, nah, hell nah, but I think he will, bro. I done called some shit, guys. I done said Usyk was gonna beat Tyson Fury years before the fight even happened. I said Bibble was gonna beat Canelo years before the fight even happened. I picked Crawford to beat Canelo. A lot of people said I was crazy for saying some of these things, man. I done got in debates with a lot of guys. I'm telling you, Bam Rodriguez will be anyway. Y'all might not believe it, but I do. I think Bam is the real deal. And I think Bam has a very good style matchup against Inoue. But we'll see what happens though. We'll see. I don't even know if they're gonna fight. It might not even happen, guys. You know what I'm saying? Inoue is a bit older and Bam's two weight classes below. And they have the same manager, Mr. Honda. You know, and I don't know if he wants to make those two fight. I don't know. We'll see though. There is a conspiracy about Shakur's hand wraps going around. T.O. did look very damaged. Nah, come on, man. Let's not start this hand wrap shit, bro. Let's not do that. See, I gotta grab some beer, bro. Mm. Yeah, man. Go ahead, brother. You know why? You know why Tio took more damage against Shakur than Cambosis? Because Shakur is a better fighter. He has a better variety of punches. If you look at that Cambosis fight, he only beat Tio with a jab, right hand, and left hook. That's the only punches he threw in that fight. You know what I'm saying? He beat him with just those punches. You know what I'm saying? So Shakur got more in his game. He got the pull counter. He got a straight left hand. He got a 1-2. He got a 1-2-1. He's got a good jab. You know, he can throw body shots effectively. He can fight in the inside, and he's better defensively. He's hard to hit as well. That's why he took so much damage. I'm going off what Senior Senior said. It was breaking news. Nah, T.O. Senior is a fucking clown, bro. Fuck that dude, bro. He's a fucking drunk piece of shit, bro. T.O.'s face was way more swollen, messed up in the Cambosis fight. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that shit really don't even matter anyway, bro. At the end of the day, bro, he lost to both guys, man. He lost either way. So Cambosis beat him and fucking Shakur. So I mean, it is what it is, bro. T.O. ain't as good as people think. That's what it is, man. And bro, he barely beat Loma, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, if T.O. was so good, bro, he should have stopped Lomachenko. He had every advantage in that fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? He had the height, the reach, the power, the size. If he was so great, he should have dominated Loma. If he was so fucking great, but he barely scraped by. He barely scraped by. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he barely beat Loma. Some people still argue that Loma won the fight. I'm not saying that, but he barely beat him, bro. He won a 7-5. I think Lomachenko overlooked him a bit. And I think Loma was injured too. I mean, he showed proof that he was. I don't want to make excuses for Loma, but you know, that was a fluke win. Josh Taylor was a fluke win. Josh Taylor was fucking on drugs, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was drinking heavy. He doesn't live the life of a boxer, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't take care of himself. And he was out the ring for a while, and he was drained at 140. So T.O. caught Taylor at the right time and the style matchup. Taylor likes to come forward, so T.O. likes counter punches and shit like that. So I mean, sorry, T.O. likes guys that come at him so he can look good. He looks good when guys come forward and apply pressure and shit like that. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Technique, exactly. The Taylor that beat Prograis, he would have beat T.O. The Taylor that beat Prograis, Richard Regis Prograis, yeah, he would have beat T.O. Prime Josh Taylor would have beat T.O. Absolutely. But this washed up old Josh Taylor, nah, bro. Like, T.O.'s had some sus wins, bro. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if T.O. rematched Lomachenko. Lomachenko would have whooped his ass. And we all know it. We all know it. That's why he was scared to do it. That's why he was scared to do it. Loma was calling out for that rematch. Why you think Loma fought Nakatani and fought Richard Comey? Because he was trying to get that rematch with Teal. But Teal was like, nah, fuck that. He was like, nah, I'm not fighting that guy. He gave me some trouble. I'm not fighting him. He said it don't matter. Teal's face always gets messed up. Yes, yes. Teal has a lot of scarring tissue. He cuts easy. He cuts easy. Teal cuts easy. He gets cut in every fight. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's not great defensively, so he's always gonna get hit. He's always gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, T.O.'s just overrated, bro. He's overrated. So limited. He's a fucking hype job to me. He's a hype job. He's always been a hype job to me. Yeah, in a way versus Espinoza is a dangerous fight. That's a dangerous fight for Inoue. He might not even win that fight. That's a very dangerous fight for Inoue. I agree. I agree, bro. What about Murder? Can he give Shakur problems? No. Bro, Shakur struggle. I mean, not Shakur. Mordecai struggled with fucking what's his name? He struggled. He struggled with Tevin Farmer, bro. Old ass Tevin Farmer, bro. He went life and death, and a lot of people thought he lost that fight. You know what I'm saying? So no, I don't think Murray Mordecai gives Shakur problems. I don't think so. The thing about Pacquiao is, yeah, Pacquiao would have already fought Espinoza. Espinoza beats Carrington. Yeah, yeah, I think so too. I think so too. I think so too. Yeah, I want to see Espinoza fight Shushu. Yeah, a lot of people like that Shushu guy. I mean, he's good, but I don't think he's that good. I don't think he's good as people think. I'll lean towards Espinoza. I want to see him and Espinoza fight. Why not? They both top ranked fighters. They better get in there. Farmer is very underrated. Yes. No, he is. He is. I agree. I agree. But he is very old though. He's past his prime. He's not a 135 fighter. He's really a 130 guy. You know what I'm saying? But he ballooned up. He gained a lot of muscle throughout the years, but he's very old. You can't lie about that. He's very old, bro. He's not in his prime no more. You know what I'm saying? He gave Zapata and Murata a tough fight. He's old, bro. He's old as fuck. Now you gotta remember, Farmer was champion back in the day. You gotta remember that. He schooled Jojo Diaz. Zapata looked way better against Shakur than Tio. Yeah. But that's because his styles make fights though. Zapata's a pressure fighter. Zapata made Shakur fight. He made Shakur sit in the pocket. He made Shakur sit on the ropes. You know? Tio's just a counterpuncher. He can't do that. He can't apply pressure. That's not his style. That's Zapata's style. That's why Zapata looked better. And he won more rounds too. Yeah, no, Jojo School Farmer. I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I was just about to catch myself. I'm like, wait, Jojo Diaz beat Devin Farmer. Yeah, my fault, man. I was confusing myself. Yeah, nah. Tevin Farmer's old as shit though. Let's be real, man. Come on, bro. Shakur walked down T.O. and T.O. sat down. He said Shakur walked down T.O. and T.O. shit down his leg. Yeah. Shakur was walking him down. But that's the thing. T.O. When Shakur was walking towards him, Shakur was controlling him with the jab, so he couldn't really do anything. And he was worried about what was coming back at him. Anytime he threw a right hand or he threw a jab, he had another jab coming at him or a straight left hand. So he was kind of just worried. He was kind of worried about getting countered and getting hit up some more. So yeah, Tio don't move his head, bro. He don't slip no shots. He don't do nothing, bro. He was just getting tagged all night. I don't know who that guy is, bro. I don't know who that guy is. I don't know who that guy is. The Great White Hope. I don't know who that is. Yeah, man. I'm end the stream though, y'all. Man, I'm gonna end this stream. I don't want to be on much longer. I'm getting a little bored now. I've talked as much as possible. I'll be back on maybe later, maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Shout out to everybody, bro. I appreciate y'all, man. Um, and we'll see what happens in the future of boxing, man. We'll see who's gonna fight next, and we'll see what happens, bro. Shout out to everybody, man. I appreciate y'all once again. Thank you for coming through.